Hey everyone, it's Neil Patel and welcome to another day of e-commerce unlocked. Today, I'm going to be breaking down how to get the most amount of sales from Amazon. In week 1, we went over how to get started. Week 2, we covered SEO and CRO. And this week, we're covering sales channels. And the first one that I wanted to cover is Amazon. You all know about Amazon. Chances are you've even spent money on Amazon, and I bet you're even a Prime customer. Amazon has 2.51 billion visitors. That's a lot of traffic. Of course, many of those people are continually coming back to the site each and every single week, if not each and every single month. They're continually buying more and more from Amazon. They've just done so well because they've built such a strong brand over the years. And they've been growing faster and faster as well because they're leveraging things like external ad channels. They have a lot of different companies within their ecosystem, from grocery stores to medicine delivery to servers for hosting. They're literally doing pretty much anything that you can think of, even including television. As Jeff Bezos says, Amazon is not too big to fail. If we start to focus on ourselves instead of focusing on our customers, that'll be the beginning of the end. We have to try and delay that day as long as possible. And that's why they've done so well. Their most important asset is their customer. That's why they obsess about their customers. If you want to do well on Amazon, it really starts with keyword research. And there's multiple tools out there, from Ubersuggest to Viral Launch to Merchant Words. You can try them all, and I'll show you within this lesson how to use them. Because if you pick the right keywords, you can get way more traffic. You don't need to have hundreds and hundreds of keywords. You just have to pick the right ones for each product. And the more thorough you get with your keywords, the more carefully you choose them, the more sales you'll see. The way you win on Amazon is through internal and external promotion. Your internal promotion is things like your product listing, special offers, optimizing your click-through rate, the more details tab. I'll show you that. For some reason, I don't know why people don't care about the more details tab when they should. Customer interaction and support, this is huge as well. External promotion is things like Amazon product ads, YouTube marketing, or even leveraging any other social media channel out there, from lightning deals to Amazon promotions. If you leverage all of them, you can do well. So let's get started with internal promotion. There are many different internal promotion systems. First off, if you have an effective Amazon product page, you're going to do better. If you follow up with your customers and you support them and you do whatever it takes to delight them and knock their socks off, they're going to keep coming back and buying from you again after again after again, and even give you amazing reviews. Same with packaging and inserts. People love nice looking packaging, the way things feels. Just imagine opening up an Apple box. Apple has amazing packaging. You also want to consider giving out bonuses along with your products. A lot of times this can be digital based, like PDFs or ebooks. And if you do all of these and then you close the loop and you get positive feedback, you can do quite well. The big key with Amazon to doing well is not just getting new people, but it's getting repeat customers. And that's why I mentioned the things in the previous slide. Because if you can increase customer satisfaction, engage, and create those positive reviews, you'll keep getting those repeat purchases. And it's not about gaming the system. It's about doing what's best for your customers. If you get bad reviews, understand why they're bad. Look at your product. Can you make it better so that way in the future people leave more positive reviews? If you can truly delight people, that's what's going to cause you to get repeat customers. As for your product page, the perfect product page consists of a few things, and we'll go into each of them in depth. Your product page is the first thing that people see. If it's not up to par with other people's, your sales are going to suffer. A good product page means higher conversions, and if you get higher conversions, that means Amazon makes more money. Hence, they'll rank your product higher on Amazon when people are doing searches. You want to make sure you include different images, videos, and different colors that really stand out so that way your product stands out. You also have to realize that a lot of people are looking at products on mobile phones and purchasing on phones. So you don't want to have paragraphs and paragraphs of text when you could have just displayed that information in easy to understand bullets. If you also have bundles and discounts, people love that as well. A lot of people are cost sensitive who shop on Amazon. Apple's another example of amazing products, from their design to the way they display everything to the images, every little detail, from even how they explain how their product works and the benefits. That's what makes Apple a $1 trillion+ company. By them paying attention to all these little details, it really helps in the long run. The perfect product page also has very detailed product descriptions. People want to know what they're buying. It doesn't matter if you're selling something for $20 or $1,000. The more detailed you get, the better off you are. People also want their questions answered. And make sure that you really encourage reviews, whether they're good or bad. And you don't want to bribe people, but if they use your product, you can say, hey, feel free and leave a review. And if they leave bad reviews, well, go in there and try to fix your product so that way you can get more positive reviews in the future. With your product page, you want to include the right keywords. If you don't include keywords, you're not going to get found as much. Positioning is also important on where you put the keywords. You want them throughout your title, throughout your description within the text, throughout your bullets, wherever you can sprinkle them in where it makes sense. Don't just shove them in, it needs to make sense. And pick the right ones. So go to ubersuggest.com and I want you to type in any keyword that you're really targeting for your product, and then go to the keyword ideas report on the left-hand navigation and you'll see all the other ones. Typically, keywords with a higher CPC are the ones that convert better, so you may want to consider including them within your product page if it makes sense. And as you're filling out on Amazon, make sure you put in the keywords there because that'll help you rank higher. I also want you to go to the More Details tab and fill out everything as thoroughly as possible. This tells Amazon more about your product and how to advertise, as well as some of this information is sent to product feeds and third-party sites, which will allow you to generate, of course, more sales. Once you start generating sales, I want you to follow up religiously with your customers. Amazon has a buyer-seller messaging service. Follow up with them, try to help them, do whatever it takes to delight them. It's all about the customer experience. Some follow-up rules: no sales or marketing promotions allowed. No outside links outside of Amazon, of course. No logo if it contains your website address or has a link. So you just want to make sure you follow the rules. Don't take shortcuts. It'll bite you in the butt in the long run. When you're interacting with your customers, you can also get really clever. For example, offering discounts, coupon codes, asking for, after 1 or 2 weeks for them to leave a review, even phone calls. All these things will help you improve your listing and increase your click-through rate, and of course, boost your rankings. One of the quickest things you can do is try to get to 15 reviews as quick as possible, then aim for 30, 50, 100, and keep going. But the real key is you need to get to 15 as quick as possible. And ideally, they need to be 5 stars. You don't want to manipulate them. You really do need natural 5-star reviews. Because if they're not natural, chances are in the future, you're going to get more reviews. They're going to be terrible. And it's going to cause your listing to go down. So you're just wasting your time. You want to mix up short and long reviews. You want to encourage people over time. Some will leave short, some will leave long. It all adds up and helps. Get upvotes on your products. You want customers to upload images, videos, and other social proof because this provides better feedback to any potential buyers. Click-through rate, as I mentioned, even in Google, it's important. Amazon is definitely important as well. The higher quality images that you use, the better. Product tours, GIFs, videos, this all helps. Including keywords in your title, it's also awesome. Brand names, that's great as well. Bullet points, all these things help. Now let's dive into external promotion. First off, one of my favorite channels is YouTube. You can use YouTube to build a list, have coupon codes, build awareness for your brand, and I really just use it for content marketing and the whole ecosystem. And then from there, I'm continually promoting people on YouTube to go to my products. And if they're on Amazon, I'll tell them to go to my Amazon listings, which help as well. You can also drive more traffic through things like email blasts, pushing on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I found that if you push too hard on social media like Facebook and Twitter with the links, it won't do as well. Instagram does quite a bit better. Coupons are super effective. And of course, my favorite, push notifications that not too many people are using, and I don't know why because they're still super effective. Next, of course, is paid traffic. So here's a formula I want you to follow, and it's called ACOS. That stands for Advertisement Cost of Sale. In other words, look at how much you're spending on ads and how many sales you're generating. So all right, I'm spending $20 per sale. I'm spending $2 a sale. Well, is your margins more than $2 or $20 or $5? As long as it's profitable, and ideally the more profitable the better, you should keep spending. And at first it may not, but over time you can tweak it, and I'll show you some things that you can do to tweak it and make it more profitable over time. So here's some things that I want you to keep in mind when you're going after paid traffic. You can use Ubersuggest. Even though Ubersuggest has a lot of SEO data, you can use this for paid as well. You don't want just high impressions. You want high impressions. That means a keyword searched a lot, but is also relevant. You also want to go after keywords that are expensive, because the more expensive they are, that means the more lucrative they are, and typically the more sales that they drive. I want you to also look at your competitors, choose 5 keywords that work for them, and the chances are they'll work for you as well. And make a list of all your competitors and the keywords they're going after. You can even use Ubersuggest, put in your competitor's URL. It'll show you all the keywords that they're going after, and that'll give you some ideas as well. With Amazon's pay-per-click platform, I want you to create one auto campaign and one manual campaign. These 2 are going to be your bread and butter. Remember, the whole purpose of pay-per-click is to drive not only sales, but to increase your rankings. So that way, organically, over time, you can keep generating more and more sales. So go into Amazon, under Advertising, Campaign Monitor, create a campaign. And then, of course, under Sponsored Products, click Continue. Then when you go from there, set things up, and you should be off into the races. Then you need to choose your daily budget, and then the bidding strategy. I typically just choose dynamic bids down only. So when you start there, you're off into the races. You select your default bid. You can start at somewhere around 75 cents, $1, whatever you want, 50 cents, play around with it, launch your campaign. My advice to you is keep going until you're in the top 10. And then every month you want to start rolling back your bids by a small percentage until they're highly profitable. And if they get too profitable, you want to increase your bids so that way you can get more and more traffic. Ideally, because there's going to be bidding wars on Amazon, you want to pay pretty much what the second place bid is paying for, because if you're paying too much more than that, you're just overpaying, which is no good. But if you can create a better product, better description, you have better click-through rates, you're going to be better off, and you're going to be showcased even if you're not paying as much. And that's what's going to help you increase your profitability, right? And it also goes down with your landing page as well. It's not just your bidding strategy. Are you really solving people's pain points? Do you express that within the copy? Are you using bullets? Do you have amazing images? Is your product page better looking than your competition's? If you have all of this, you're going to be better off, and you want to continually test and tweak until you get there. One way that you can ensure that you get there is by A/B testing, as I mentioned. So I want you to go under Advertising and click on A+. So once you do that, this will allow you to create variations that's different. Both must get approved for the same Amazon Standard Identification Number. But as you do this, it'll allow you to start creating A/B experiments, and you'll end up figuring out what's working better and what's not. So that way you can maximize your sales and improve your experience. For your first month on Amazon, here's what I want you to do just as a recap. Rush to get to 15 reviews. Social proof is awesome. Make sure you use the auto PPC, bid $1 to $2, max a $50 daily budget, and you want to spend at least $5 to get you started and then go from there. For your second month on Amazon, I want you to analyze the keywords, figuring out what's working, add in any keywords that are missing, use Ubersuggest to do your keyword research. I want you to check on your PPC keyword phrase reports. I want you to track your positions, your conversion rates, your traffic, and of course, manual campaign for keyword phrases. You need to be doing that as well and keeping track of that. What do you want to do after? Well, what you should be doing after is you want to continue to manage your pay-per-click campaigns. You want to increase your traffic to your product listings. You need to always be testing. I don't care if you're 6 months down the road, keep A/B testing and optimizing for conversion rates. And you will, of course, want to keep increasing the number of keywords that you're using. You also want to test out lightning deals. You can find them under deals, under the advertising tab. Each week you'll get a chance to run them based on recommendations. It usually starts in a few weeks after creation, and it's a great way to really generate a boost to sales. You can also run promotions by clicking the promotions tab. You can do things like percentage off, giveaways, free shipping, or buy one, get one, or promo codes. It all really works well. So here's some mistakes before you go out there. Not planning your budget correctly, promotions running too long, because if they keep running too long, they don't really, become too effective. Not setting promotions up correctly. Don't accidentally give away free products. I've seen a lot of people make that mistakes. So action items for you before we end. Go to neilpatel.com/training, click on eCommerce Unlocked, go to week 3 video 1, and you'll be able to find these 3 files, download them, get started, fill them out. It'll help ensure that you're profitable, you're doing everything in the checklist, and you're making the tweaks to your listings that you need. Thank you very much, and I look forward to helping you get more sales on your e-commerce site.